Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, cats, dogs, boys that want to be girls, girls who want to be boys, all that stuff that I could care less because this is the time for Sunday's greatest show ever. This is Strong Sheet. I am your host, the man with the good head on my shoulders because I have no neck to support it. Also, now being known as Mr. John Cena Neck, also known as Vinny Smooth, the Boulder, all that other good jazz. Today I have with me my two co-hosts. I have Mitz and Isaac. What's going on, y'all? My fault. The Mitaraja and Mr. Golden Ace. What's going on?
I'm good watching this AAF game.
I think all three of us are watching the same thing right now. That's hilarious.
I feel like we're all watching here for the same reason, just to watch this
Yeah. I mean, what better way to watch the show than watch from Nick Folk to miss field goals? I mean,
just to hear somebody talk about him tomorrow. Just hear somebody talk about all the things he would rather do than have Nick Folk as his kid, and then tell him to put his head down. That's the only reason why. Right?
I'm actually going to do something different today. I'm about to start sharing, but while I share, what I want to do is I want to send out the link for people to kind of like, if they have computers, to come in and probably join in for a little bit and like, because we got something to talk about in a few seconds. I got to share real quick though. Because Lord have mercy, people are stupid. I don't think people realize how dumb people can really be at times.
I don't get it. I don't get it.
Like,
and yet I got in trouble for it.
No, we got. Did we get kicked out the group? Did we get kicked out the group? Huh?
I know we
Which group? WCC?
Now with that dude from Yep, I Like Wrestling.
No, it was a dude from Yep, I Like Wrestling, and so Beast Mode was trying to get in contact with him so he could get on the show. He could explain what he was trying to say. Like he hid, and while he was doing his show, he posted it in Yep, I Like Wrestling, and so we saw it. So we were like, "So you're gonna just ignore people and just like duck and hide?" And so the video, the post got taken down, and we got accused of bullying him.
Hang on, what happened?
Mitt, explain it.
So, that was a post dude from Yep, I Like Wrestling called Rasan Booker, and he's stupid as shit. You can hear from young wrestling fan, and me and Aaron, Anthony, Corey, we all tried asking to come on that Friday Friday?
Yeah.
Yeah, Friday podcast. But I know it was fun because I always was asking that guy to do.
That was so clean.
Yeah.
We asked the guy to do is just
Yo, bruh.
that was it. But then throwing in some college say we're acting childish and we're being bullied. We wasn't trying to be bullied. We just wanted explanation why he said what he said.
He said someone. All right, so basically, someone to a group said they didn't like wrestling.
What's up, Daniel?
Group said they basically went into a wrestling group, said they didn't like wrestling, and tried to call you guys out for bullying it.
No, it wasn't. I don't think it was.
That happened.
I don't think it was him. No, it wasn't him saying it was. What was the post again? Oh, he was pretty much saying that Kofi Kingston was not deserving of the shot, and he would be happy once.
I saw that. Yeah, I remember that.
If you see the back of my bed, I'm sorry, I'm clean. It's laundry day, so I'm cleaning my bed. So you're gonna see it in a few minutes since I gotta go light this thing.
All right, I know we're trying to multitask right now. Well, anybody see homeboy for the Atlanta Legends clean jump over that?
Yes.
Yes.
Like clean, like he didn't touch him. He didn't hit his foot and stumble. He like clean hurdled this man like he was running track.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, I saw that was clean.
That was like the cleanest hurdle I've ever seen in football. Period. Cleanest in football, except for the one time Ezekiel Elliott did.
All right,
I can't believe he used to get a quarterback.
I had to go light that up real quick.
No, that's not true. That's not true.
Oh yeah, Daniel, I definitely agree there. Don't bring them up just yet because it's not their time. But one more second, I need to do one more thing.
Unless Atlanta stuff is the Atlanta syndrome, I think they might actually win this game. They're looking good. They're moving the ball well.
Nah, I don't think so.
Well, you got no faith in Atlanta teams after the Super Bowl debacle, do you, man?
I'm going to be honest here. I didn't expect the Falcons to be in the Super Bowl in the first place. I thought, we did division, that's about it.
What's up, William? Man, all right, I'm almost done sharing, y'all. Give me 1 second. Oh my lord, my last shirt got a hole in it.
I'm not one of these people with birds say, "Oh, Atlanta go to the Super Bowl." Atlanta go to the Super Bowl. No, I'm not one of them.
Y'all shouldn't have been allowed back after what y'all did.
And then how Carolina played against Denver.
Well, no, that was acceptable. Denver was dominating that game defensively. You guys had a lead.
I'm not.
A lead.
That's not my primary team.
So that's why I rephrased it. I said the Falcons had a lead. The Falcons had a lead for like the whole game, and they threw it away.
Yeah, but
That's
the OC called a stupid play at the end.
Yeah, I mean game planning against the Patriots is all bad as it is. Look, I'm a Seahawks fan, I know. But y'all ready to go ahead and get on into the situation that we got here? And yeah, Daniel, definitely he's definitely in our prayers. So same for Howard Finkel. I haven't heard if that wasn't true yet, but from what I'm hearing, he's in really bad health. So definitely praying for Fink as well.
Harley Race too.
Yeah, he just said Harley Race. Hey, bro, you think they should?
I know he's not associated with us. Our boy Tim had mom is in hospital.
Oh Lord, prayers for Tim as well. Will I think they still do it? Main event, or is either main event or superstars? They recorded before Raw. At least they were doing it when I went last year for Memorial Day. So as far as I know, they still do it. They just don't show. I think they showed on Hulu. All right, so now that thing smells good. So I don't know. We need to come up with a name for this segment because this is something I want to start doing. And I can't use trash of the week because Dilworth already has that. But all right, here's gonna be the new name for this segment.
Yeah, I got one.
Go ahead.
I got an idea. What's wrong with this?
What's wrong with this? I was gonna say, are you stupid?
Nah.
So what's wrong? We'll start off with what's wrong with this. All right, so what's wrong with this? So we have this little tweet here from somebody from the group called shout out to the wrestling fans for allowing me to post this. I might get in a little bit of trouble for this, but Gregorio Antonio. First of all, you're gonna sit here and be stupid with a name like Anthony. Yes, Antonio, Spanish for Anthony. You can't be this stupid because you're being a disappointment to Anthony's as myself. Pro wrestling has always been a male-predominant, predetermined show business. No female should main event the spot. Becky's the man, in parentheses, Steve Austin gimmick, or whatever the draw whatever isn't the draw over. It's overrated. It's okay, but nothing I haven't seen before. LOL. I like that one, Daniel. Daniel said taking out the trash.
Yeah, let's use that.
Taking out. Thank you, Dan. You are such a clutch with this. Where's Jamie? Is Jamie working?
I don't know. I haven't heard from him all day.
Yeah, he's been real quiet today. I'm about to push him into the little jump we have. But yeah, this is going to be called Taking Out the Trash. And this is definitely trash, a trash post here because who wants to start off?
I got this. See, there's a reason why. You guys know I'm a big fan of intergender wrestling, right?
Oh, big time.
You guys know that. This post right here is exactly why. Because I love to see, who doesn't love to see it, when women are put in the same spotlight, especially in the women professional wrestling, when women are given the same spotlight as men. And then not only that, they knock it out of the park like Becky's doing right now. This is why, because I know I'm a fan of intergender wrestling because I know we're going to have people like this. When I hear something like this, it just makes me realize, like, see, somebody like that has never seen, must not watch a lot of women's wrestling.
At all.
Somebody like that somebody like this must have never seen a Leva Bates match.
Blue Pants?
Somebody like that has never seen Leva Bates. She's good, man.
Facts.
Like, somebody like this has never seen a Mercedes Martinez match, or a Meiko Satomura match, or an Asuka match. Somebody here has never seen a women's match where women went out there, whether it was against another woman or against another man, and they went out there and tore the house down. That's what I got from that post. That's what I got from it. So, clearly we're dealing with somebody who is not a real wrestling fan. Because if they were, they wouldn't have said something like this.
Definitely.
That's all I gotta say.
Mitt, the floor is yours.
Okay. It's like what I just said. I'm a big supporter of intergender wrestling because it's something fast, even though it's not new. But for someone to make a post that is either a rookie of the wrestling business or just watching it for the hell of it.
If they're watching it.
Yeah. Sad but true. It's the whole Becky Lynch thing in WWE is the best thing that's on WWE right now. No, WWE TV. I mean, this Becky Lynch trying to draw attention for everybody for the women's division. And yes, I'm talking about you, Mr. James Addington.
All hail Queen Becky.
Exactly. But this whole Becky angle is the best thing on TV right now for WWE main roster. I know that's sad, but that's true.
Facts.
Or fights.
Big fights.
And I mean, look at TNA doing. They're promoting a fight between Eli Drake and Tessa Blanchard. Who don't want to see that?
Apparently, Eli Drake doesn't. He said he went on Twitter to Twitter couple weeks ago. I even covered this on Golden Report. He said he has nothing against Tessa, but due to personal reasons, he's not going to fight her, which I can understand. I'm not going to knock him for that, but he said he's not going to do it, so they may have to regurgitate that, I guess.
Yeah.
To bring some down. So, but yeah, you're right. to see it, but I don't think we are.
You love to see it.
I mean, we've seen matches between Chawa and Jacqueline, so why not?
Well, Brian Cage and Tessa had a match.
Exactly.
You see, Brian Cage fought like.
And it's Bray and Johnny Wesley fought each other.
You said who?
It's Wesley and Johnny Wesley.
Whoever this is, I wholeheartedly agree with you. I'm going to guess it's Tori. I'm not sure yet. All right, before I get to mine, Danny, the only thing overrated was that guy's pronunciation and punctuation. Right. But I'm going to go ahead and break this down and just show you how stupid this guy is. Pro wrestling has always been a male first of all, idiot, male dominant. If you're going to sit here and use words, try to use words little less than five letters, because evidently you don't know how to use big words. Second of all, pro wrestling has always been a male dominant sport. Predetermined show business. No females should main event the spot. Boy. Woo, child the ghetto. First of all, if we really want to start off with something big, let's talk about how we have all women wrestling shows.
Rise,
Shimmer,
Women of Wrestling,
Stardom.
Stardom.
Women of Honor.
They ain't doing anything with that. We're never going to talk about Women of Honor right now. They're not doing anything with that.
But especially Women of Wrestling. That's the one show I would definitely recommend everybody to watch.
Yeah. WoW is definitely shout out to WoW. Shout out to Genie Buzz, even though the Lakers are doing terrible right now. But we're gonna talk. I'll say that for a later time, because that's gonna put me on a whole rant about LeBron James. But to this last part of the statement, now I'm about to really go in on this. Becky's the man gimmick, well, the Steve Austin gimmick or whatever, isn't the draw over its own. I lost about 10 brain cells just by reading that before I can finish the sentence. So I'm going to try to break it down to where it sounds logical, somewhat. Becky's man or whatever isn't a draw. However, it is overrated, okay, but nothing I haven't seen before. First of all, if you want to talk about gimmicks that sound the same, can we sit here and take away credit from somebody who took a gimmick that was already used and then made it that much better? When I'm talking about Ric Flair, Ric Flair is not the original Nature Boy. But at the same time, when people say the Nature Boy, they're not going to say Buddy Rogers. They're going to say Ric Flair.
Yep. Buddy Rogers doesn't have an ESPN 30 for 30 named after him.
Exactly. Obviously, he didn't pass English part of any test because his punctuation is terrible. Right, Daniel? So you look at all these stupid things that this person said here, and that's why I left the picture right here. I just want you to sit here and just feel the anger I feel reading this, because it makes no sense. And you already sound stupid. And I hope Dilworth just goes on ahead and just jumps on this on Thursday, because I'm going to be sitting in there laughing when he and C-Dog just like kill this.
Oh, bask in the crazy. Oh, bask in the crazy.
Bask in the trash can.
I'm sorry.
You know what? That's going to be our theme song for this. Oh, bask in the trash can. Because this is just terrible. Like, what's wrong with them?
Yo, Anthony.
Yes.
I've been listening. Facebook and YouTube have been being trashed today.
That's why I'm not using Facebook. I'm using Lightstream.
Well, Okay, more trash than crazy. Well, I didn't use this call. I actually manually get it low. I had to call the room finally. No, it's been trash today. You know, more trash than Crazy D after you beat him in his own match.
But yeah, this was just terrible. Like, did you read this trash that we're looking at right now, Donovan?
Emi would not shut up about it.
I mean, when you're this stupid, I mean, I'm not surprised that Emi wouldn't shut up about it. I probably wouldn't shut up about it if I weren't so busy. Flair, Billy Graham, Buddy Rogers, thank you. Right, and all of this came from Gorgeous George. But you don't see people complain about Ric Flair, but because it's Becky Lynch, and I know I troll Becky Lynch, and I always troll Becky Lynch because I like picking with James. That's the only, anybody that truly knows me knows I am a Becky Lynch fan. I've been a Becky Lynch fan since I've seen her when she was doing the little leprechaun stuff. I liked Becky back then. Even though I was hoping that she'd find something better, but still, she did. But I only do this because I know James is a huge Becky Lynch fan, and I know that way I can push his buttons to make things a little more fun around here. And I have a blast doing it. Yes.
Guys. I don't mean to cut up the call, but Nick Folk is about to kick a field goal.
Did he make it?
No, he's about to kick it.
Please tell me he made it, because we can sit here and trash Nick Folk too if we need to.
Oh, Anthony. I have really good news. Nobody fucking submitted any questions for today. So I'm pretty sure it has to do with CastBox because the YouTube shit didn't hear. So, because I told them on our WWF, hey, submit your questions. And then, you know, me and Billy got cut up twice. I just said, fuck it. We ain't getting paid for this, so just let Chris finish read.
Nick Folk made the kick, by the way.
I'm proud of you, Nick Folk. You can keep your head up for now. All right, so now I want to talk about something else that's really been buzzing over the professional wrestling world, especially with the fans. And I mean, it's the elephant in the room and everything like that. Huh?
I said, is it Bloodsport?
No, it's Kofi Kingston.
Oh, right, of course.
I thought it was AEW.
I thought it was the Dark World. Which we're going to get to that one when we get to my...
Yeah.
Dude, seriously, not many people are thinking about that, and they need to be.
What's the Dark World?
Yeah, not many people.
I know, that's all I'm looking for. As soon as we're done with the... Go ahead.
So I've really been observing. I mean, I've talked to some people about it, but I've really been just like sitting back, observing a lot of the reactions to what happened Tuesday. Isaac knows as soon as Kofi Kingston was replaced, I went back into the group and I said, "This is great." Matter of fact, I want to see if I can find exactly what I said, because I was hype about it. And you remember, right, Isaac?
I did. I remember because we were talking about it. As soon as it went down in our conversation, I said, "My theory is still alive." My theory is open.
What day was this?
Tuesday.
And I got a comment from our fans, Anthony. Is Triple H supposed to be a heel or a face, or is he just...
Triple H is Triple H. We don't know what he is. Well, it looks like from this storyline that we're about to get, he's going to be working babyface because Batista's heel.
Yeah. They're actually booking him as an actual heel this time.
Good.
I feel like they're still going to cheer him anyway because he's going to be...
Yes, my name is Cena Nick Danny. How are you doing? All right, I think I found it. This only means one thing. I know what you're saying. I know you know what I'm thinking. And that way, you're a smart man. All right. So I said, "Whoa!" I asked you like where this is going, and then this is where the conversation went. This only means one thing, Isaac. I know what you're saying. I know you know what I'm thinking.
we're gonna get Kofi versus Daniel Bryan at WrestleMania, baby.
That right, you're a smart man.
See, that's how things work with us.
Have you ever on playback, Isaac? It's hilarious.
Yeah, this is the first time I actually went back and listened to that conversation immediately after everything went down. Daniel, I don't think I would not turn the New Day heel.
No, man, that failed the first time as well. It didn't fail.
Their original babyface run was terrible, but the heel run was what got them to be popular. Remember, unicorn power. So you'd not turning them heel if it was me.
Here's the thing I wouldn't do. There are two things I wouldn't do. Turn them heel and split them up. Those are two things that absolutely cannot happen.
Well, I can tell you right now, Vince ain't split them up. He loves New Day.
Yeah, and they make him a lot of money, so I wouldn't see them being split.
Culture keeps saying that there's a rumored split coming up.
Who keeps saying that?
No, what culture?
Oh, there are a bunch of Justice models over there too.
I don't think it's to happen because they are drawing merchandising and everything. So
In a time period where they don't have guys that are like legit draws, the New Day is a legit draw. When you go to FYE,
What culture? A bunch of Jussie Mullins?
what culture is a bunch of Justice Mullets? I said it.
Oh
What do
my
you
god.
mean they don't have legit draws? Finn Balor merchandise sells like crazy. I mean, buy your Balor Club T-shirts to watch your favorite Balor Club man lose.
You know exactly. Look, these are the legit draws of WWE right now: AJ, Roman, New Day, and that's just full time.
No, Finn sells, dude, Finn sells a shit ton of merchandise.
Who's coming to shows just to watch Finn lose matches?
Yeah, I know. He loses a lot, but he sells merch. Because he doesn't like a 181-pound man winning belts.
I think Kofi will win the WWE Championship at WrestleMania. I think at this point now they put themselves into a hole that they have to.
hell,
They really did.
Becky
They
Lynch.
really did.
Hell, even Becky Lynch is selling pretty good.
Oh yeah, she's okay. Becky Lynch is another one. I'll put her right there because she's feeling like crazy right now.
WWE backed themselves into a place where they either, if they don't put the title on Kofi, people are going to be furious. Because they
Oh,
put
yeah.
themselves into doing it.
And you know, here's the thing, because I've been really sitting back and observing things, and I've just been thinking about everything. Because, and somebody else brought this up. Shout out to JD, because he said, and when he explained it, it made a lot of sense. Because in this same position right now, people being mad about WrestleMania if Mustafa Ali didn't get injured.
Well, I got a little tiebreaker for you because Mustafa Ali competed at a house show yesterday, so he is not injured legitimately.
I think he just got back then. Which, here's the thing, though, because looking at everything that's happened since Elimination Chamber, and you see what would have happened, because Kofi Kingston just pretty much took the entire spot of what Mustafa Ali was supposed to be doing in the first place. So if Mustafa Ali were not injured, because he was injured enough to where he had to be replaced. Now, he might be back to where he needs to be at to be in ring, but that just happened. He must have just got cleared within the last week or so. So you look at, take Kofi Kingston out of this situation. Kofi Kingston never got to the situation. Mustafa Ali is not injured. Mustafa Ali would have lasted an hour in that gauntlet match. Would have been the last man to be fighting with Daniel Bryan. And Mustafa Ali, I truly believe that he would have not the same amount of fan support, but his fan support would be pretty high.
Here's something else we need to consider. Mustafa Ali still has a shot at the WWE Championship.
Oh,
Because before Kofi
funny.
Daniel Bryan, he was one of the first people to pin Daniel Bryan.
And it's funny you say that because you remember when I posted my little projected card.
Yes.
And I was talking to some other people, and they said you need to add a fatal 4-way match in there. And now that I think about it, WWE likes to add these little fatal 4-ways, triple threat matches. This would be the spot where you can have that triple threat match. I still would have Kofi win it, but add in there because Mustafa Ali has a claim to the title. He pinned Daniel Bryan. He didn't get his opportunity at a title that he earned. So he has that. You could go.
WrestleMania Daniel Bryan.
Right, and then
WrestleMania Daniel Bryan versus Kofi Kingston versus Mustafa.
And I would add Kevin Owens in it because Kevin Owens, you could book Kevin Owens to lose in a weird fashion. Just have Kofi Kingston just snap, like Kofi Kingston just snaps and interferes in the match, just like destroys everybody. So he gets his shot. Kofi gets his shot. Hold on. Kofi gets his shot. Kevin Owens has never got my full opportunity. And then Mustafa Ali comes out and says, you know what? I never got my shot either, and I earned mine. So there's your easy setup to a fatal 4-way match, which I think is still because of the guys you have in there. Kevin Owens, Kofi, Mustafa, and Daniel Bryan. I'll take it.
I'll take it.
That's better than AJ versus Nakamura.
Why'd you have to do that?
That actually makes sense if you think about it, man. Because if you had Kofi pin KO, that would protect the new Daniel Bryan character too.
Perfect. And I think that's something you got to look at too. But even then, Daniel Bryan, I don't think Daniel Bryan is against taking the pin. So I don't think he's against taking a pin because if we all know how Daniel Bryan is. Daniel Bryan is so high on just like getting other people the opportunity. He's willing to put other guys over. So he's not one of your top guys that like to keep people down. But he's willing to go ahead and put Kofi Kingston over. So I would not be surprised if even in a fatal 4-way setting, Daniel Bryan goes on his back.
Exactly.
So it's something to really look at. And I know it's been a lot of controversial comments. It's been a really controversial statement. A controversial situation, I should say. Because a lot of people feel like WWE is not going to do it because of the fact that Kofi Kingston is a black man. He's born in Ghana, this, that, and the third. And it's really brought out a lot of controversial conversation because a lot of people are looking at it like, well, if you look at it, quote, The Rock is half black, even though they never really. Here's how I look at The Rock. The Rock is black. And here's why I say that. We can't sit here and take away his blackness, even though he doesn't really claim it. And I have a few examples of why you shouldn't do that. But the first example I'm going to use is Barack Obama. Barack Obama has gone down in the history as the first black president of the United States under the United States Constitution, even though he wasn't the first black president, period. The first black president happened under the Articles of Confederation. But that's a history lesson for everybody. So,
really, because I was Bill Clinton because he proved the age-old saying pimping ain't easy.
what? Get out of here. But even then, so you got Obama, and you can't really say that Barack Obama isn't black because by the way they set laws up during that time period, if you had just a little bit amount of black in you, you were already considered the black man or black woman. So cool, take it. Now, for people that are saying, and I understand why people are saying this, so this is not me attacking anybody, but there have been people that are saying, well, that he doesn't really claim his black side, and he has things that really came up with him that he just like doesn't really associate with the black side of the family or something like that. I'm not sure if that's legit or not, but whatever. But at the same time, what happened when OJ denied the fact that he was black? People got mad about that and said, no, you're black. And you're gonna realize that one day that your blackness can't get you out of everything. Your blackness is gonna get you done in. Tiger Woods, he doesn't claim to be a black man either. Right?
Right.
So you look at all these guys, these people that are sitting here saying, I'm not black. But at the same time, Will turn around and say, yes, you are. You're a black man. You're going to understand why in a little bit. And what happens? They realize that their blackness sometimes get in the situation that wouldn't happen if they weren't black. All right, Tiger Woods said he is Caucasian.
He's what?
Caucasian. Right.
Well, his father's black. What's the other?
Caucasian and Asian is the other two. So he's Caucasian. So I don't know where that came from, but look, do we need to go listen to the story OJ again to understand?
No, I don't remember the story. Good song, by the way.
Great song. Great song. Shout out to Jay-Z. So
OJ, like, I'm not black, I'm OJ.
okay. So all that to say that you can't really take away from the fact that The Rock is still Rocky Johnson's son. So I understand that there are a lot of people that will say, well, he's not fully black. Well, society looks at him as black no matter what. All right, I'm going to do this. Isaac, growing up, how long? When did you first start watching wrestling?
Religiously, when middle school, so 6th grade.
All right, let me do this. When was the first time you saw The Rock?
I first saw The Rock 2013. Okay, well, like a lot when he was on TV feeding with Paul. That's the first time I've seen him. I've seen him before that, though.
All right, here's the next question. When you first saw The Rock, did you immediately think the first thing that you would have thought about him, did you immediately think that he was a black man, or did you immediately think he was Samoan?
I thought it was black.
All right, Mitt.
Because I say that because he looked like everybody else.
All right, Mitt.
I say that because
My fault. Keep going. My fault, Mitt. Go ahead,
I
Isaac.
say that because he didn't look like everybody else.
Right.
I mean, if you weren't like everybody else, I imagine even at that time, Rock was still considered in the business. He's Samoan. But to me, when I first found out The Rock's father was black, I was like, okay, The Rock is black. That's how I looked at it. Then after thinking, I'm like, oh, well, he's Samoan. He's got Samoan in him. Well, not even Samoan, Hawaiian, but still Samoan. You know,
Fair.
That's a good thing. But you know what I mean.
Right. Mitt, you were watching the Attitude Era, right?
Yes.
All right. So when you saw The Rock during that time period, what would you immediately think of him? Would you immediately think he was a Samoan man or a black man?
I would say he was more Samoan than black. Because, I learned after a certain classmate I had that was, I thought it was black, but he was actually black and white. He got his mixed both.
So this is like now he looks a little bit more Samoan than black. I will say that. But I'm gonna post a picture real quick, and I just want to see what y'all think.
Anthony,
Yeah.
you know who's a prime example of what we're talking about here?
Who was that?
Tasha Banks.
Who?
Tasha. She's a black. She's black, but she's also a white person too. She mixed as well.
Right, but at the same time, when it's all said and done, it was never because I have mixed cousins, and when it's all said and done, they still are considered black, even though they are mulatto. They have white blood and everything like that. So I'm about to post something real quick, and I just want to see how people take this, because this is something that like I don't say a lot of, but I'm always looking to see how people react to things. So just give me a few minutes.
One guy I didn't think he was Samoan at first. And I was watching that as I was a kid.
Who?
I didn't think was Samoan. Yokozuna.
That's true. I thought it was Japanese. I'm not gonna lie.
What do you think, Anthony?
Yeah, and they really made him look great for a Japanese person.
For real. I thought when I first saw him, I had one of the old Undertaker DVDs, and on it had the match with him and Yokozuna in that casket match. So I saw Yokozuna come out there with Mr. Fuji, and I'm thinking, oh, so Yokozuna's Japanese. Cool. That's cool. You see the sumo get up and all that, so he's Japanese. And then come to find out, oh, he's actually Hawaiian. I'm like, oh, still, good job. Good job, WWE.
All right, so here we go. So this right here, if y'all go to the thing, you see the picture I'm looking at right now. So looking at this guy right now, if I didn't know who this guy was immediately, and I use this a lot, before they know anything else about you, they know you're black. They would know you before they know anything else about you. There are a few things they would know you by. They would know you by your gender, if they can tell, and they would know you by your race. And so, just before you know who this guy is, looking at him, you know him by the fact that he looks like a male. So you're going to assume that he's a male. The second thing is, looking at this picture right now, you're already going to look at him and see, okay, he has brown skin. He must be an African American. That's just how, I don't know, this is probably how I'm thinking. And it might not be the way everybody else thinks. But that's just what I see. So what do y'all think about that?
Well, I didn't get the chance to look at the picture.
I'm gonna push to the group real quick. I'm gonna throw it into the group in just a few seconds. And again, this is not me trying to ridicule anybody for the way they're thinking. I understand your thoughts. I understand why people are thinking because Kofi King, because the way that they've used African American wrestlers on a regular. We can talk about New Day and how they are the quote unquote shucking and jiving team, or even Crime Time, all these other very stereotypical characters that they give to not only black people but people of color altogether. And even sometimes, even the white people, they get typical stuff. Becky Lynch, she was. I don't know how to explain what Becky Lynch was.
I remember dancing,
Doing river dances and whatnot. I put the picture in the group, Isaac.
Yeah, no, I saw it. What else? There was her. Then you had Roddy Piper. I feel like Piper was like that anyway.
I mean, the only thing real typical about Piper though was just him wearing a kilt.
Yeah, I mean that's what I'm saying. Like I feel like Piper was like that anyway. You know what I mean? Like he was proud of where he came from.
Right, and I mean it's cool. It's cool. I understand it. Look, I'm all for you being proud of where you're coming from, understanding, and never forgetting where you come from. I'm all for it. But at the same time, it's sometimes where like I see things and it's like we're not all like this. Why is it that we always have to be shown in a certain light when I know for me, I have yet to see a character of my skin tone that is like me. I'm a weird guy that just likes to chill back. I'm not really into a whole bunch of hood rat stuff with my friends per se.
Actually, not that you say that. After watching his channel, because I subscribe to Up Up Down Down on YouTube, which is the channel for Xavier Woods.
Mm-hmm.
Now that I look at it, I feel like, and I know I joke about the New Day a lot. That I say that you, Anthony, you, me, and Breon, I like the New Day. But the more and more I watch Up Up Down Down, the more I look at the New Day, I said, that is probably the closest, not until something else comes along, that's the closest we're going to get. I know I joke.
That's a good point that you say that because they do, especially Xavier. He does show off his nerdy side.
Exactly. Like, if you see some of the gear these dudes.
Yo, what was it? Which one was it? WrestleMania 33? When they came out in the Dragon Ball Z attire?
Yeah, 33.
Oh!
Hairstyle, the armor on and everything. I said, man, if the nerd in me isn't smiling right now.
Don't forget, Xavier was dressing like Rufio from Hook.
Right, and they do this all the time. That's the one thing I do love about New Day. They are really, outside of them still doing the whole clapping and dancing stuff and everything like that, acting the fool. They're still in throughout all that. They're still true to who they are, especially Xavier. We all know Xavier's a nerd.
Yeah.
I mean, we all some degree.
Are we also going to forget about the time that the boy came out there dressed as Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles?
Bruh.
Not literally, they had their gear styled like Sonic. Iggy was Knuckles. And Xavier was Sonic, and Kofi was Knuckles. Can't remember what it was. I think it was a Royal Rumble.
I think I remember what you said.
And see, I met both Kofi and Xavier, and this is basically who they are. You know, cool guy that just have fun.
Right.
Exactly. So
I saw Xavier Wood at Dragon Con here last year. He told me he turned the much funner than he ever has in the WWE.
And I mean, look, I'm all for having fun, so I'm not downing it, but it's like, what group was it? And the person asked, I want to say it was WCC, and somebody said, "What would you do if you were in Vince's chair for a day?" It was like, what would you change about the opportunity? And the one thing I said was like, change more representation for a certain the group of people that represent the current society that we live in. because there's still a lack of representation of other demographics in the society that we live in when it comes to WWE. Look, regardless of how you feel the topic of the LGBT community, there aren't enough people to represent that group of people because they haven't really been into pushing it. They had an opportunity with Darren Young because he came out and it looked like they were going to push him. Then he got injured and then they cut him. Now I don't think they have any, like they have a few lesbian, like they have Sonya Deville in there, and she did something for WrestleMania. It was cool. But they have Finn Balor come out.
It's kind of odd.
Finn Balor come out with Balor Club is for everyone. But out there, like you don't even have to go as far as going with the very out there flamboyant guys like Sonny Kiss. There are plenty other guys out there that are doing great. And look, I'm going to sit here and plug my boy because look, I'm going to always support my boy because we go back since high school. Billy Dixon. Yeah, he's not really, he doesn't have like the typical build that Vince McMahon drools over, but the dude can work. The dude knows how to work as a babyface, and he wants to be a heel. The dude can really make people mad. I've sat in shows, and he's worked me to where I'm booing him because I'm like, dude, you're just good at being a heel and being hated. And he does it so well. So you have the talent out there. And I understand that, look, another issue is they just have too many people.
Oh, yeah. That's literally what it comes down to.
Right.
The roster's stacked. It is what it is.
No.
It's so stacked to the point where it's like you're even if they do everything right. Let's just say hypothetically, WWE does everything right. Somebody's still gonna be unhappy because they're not getting enough TV time. So they're sitting back and catering like, well, another night, another show, me not on the show. I'm probably doing a dark match, and I'll have my few matches on the house show in a 6-man tag. But I'm doing nothing here. And then you have fans going to say, well, what about this guy? And it was funny because I was on Beast Mode's show, and he, the guy, he was talking about Punishment Martinez. And he's like, well, because he made the comparison. He was like, if you look at two guys that came up together, Punishment Martinez and Jay White. Jay White.
Both in Ring of Honor.
Huh?
Said both of them in Ring of Honor.
Right. And so he made the comparison, and I didn't agree with the comparison, and I'm gonna show you why. So he said, look at Jay White and see the things that he's done since he's been there. He's had marquee matches with Okada, Omega. He just beat Tanahashi for the IWGP World Heavyweight Championship. He's the current champion as we speak now, leading one of the biggest factions in Japan.
We're going to get to that in a second.
All right, cool. And then he said, now look at Punishment Martinez, who is, as far as I know, it's only been on one show, and it was in a losing effort. So I want to say it was Matt Riddle.
Matt Riddle. It was Matt Riddle. Actually, he had one before that, too.
That's the only one I can think of. But, I mean, even then, he was losing. But at the same time, I went back up there after he said it. I was like, you can't really go off that and compare. Because you look at the show that Jay White is on, they have time to show guys. When they do shows, they have 3 to 4 hours.
That's a minimal.
It's okay, 3 to 4 hours at a bare minimum. Okay, cool. But now you look at NXT, who has 1 hour to put on TV a week. And so they still have to build their big stories while at the same time trying to bring new guys in, new faces in. That's why Aaliyah's been there since 2014, 2015, and now is just getting a storyline that people now. This I believe is her first big storyline. What do you say? What do you mean, Gene? So you look at the fact that Aaliyah's been there for years and just now get the storyline. You know who else has been in NXT for a while? And I can't think of his name right now. Angelo Dawkins. Before Montez Ford came along, Angelo Dawkins was jobbing to everybody. And that was what he was doing. He was just an enhancement talent until they brought in Montez Ford and hence the Street Profits. So you look at it's a lot of guys that are in NXT that have yet to get on TV. Babatunde has yet to get on TV. Lacey Lane hasn't got on TV yet. There is so many people in NXT that is virtual. It's just impossible for everybody to get a fair share of. Can you hear me now? Could hear you, but you cannot see you or comments. Wait, are you being to tell me I'm not being seen now? Because I was just being seen at first. On the stream. The stream has been doing that. So I see. I don't know what's going on. But it's just something that we have to understand that what comes with WWE, you're not going to be seeing on TV all the time. And a lot of these guys are playing the waiting game.
Exactly. That's why it bothers me that Heath Slater not having a make hard put.
Oh, we can talk about that too, because you look at, and that's why I wasn't a big fan of bringing in Gargano, Ciampa, and all them, because you had stories that you had working on, and bringing in these four guys, that just puts those stories on the back burner. Oh, my fault. I don't know what was going on with it. So what do y'all think about that? And that's pretty much all I had for today. So I'm gonna give the floor to Isaac.
All right, so first thing, shout out to Sean Spears, formerly known as Ty Dillinger, for the dope shirt she just dropped.
Let me see if I can put that up here soon. I just want to put like the first part if I can find it.
Yeah.
But keep going.
Shout out to Sean Spears, aka formerly known as Ty Dillinger, for the dope shirt she just dropped. Love those. Gotta give me one of those. Then second thing, Bloodsport is coming up. Those who don't know what Bloodsport is, check out the movie. Bloodsport is a GCW event. They're going to be running on April 4th. It's with Josh Barnett. It's going to have a lot of big names there. Let me see if I can find this for you.
Wasn't I remember seeing it, but I wasn't Didn't he have Shamrock in there too?
No, not this year.
Okay.
I'm gonna read the names of people who are supposed to be there.
By the way, what's up, Hill? What's up, Gene?
What's up, Hill?
Here are the names of people that are supposed to be at this year's Bloodsport. Where is it? Jonathan Gresham is going to be there. Timothy Thatcher is supposed to be there. Mir is going to make his wrestling debut there. Minoru Suzuki is supposed to be there. Josh Barnett, of course. So there's that. Anyway, so in Japan. So that's one thing. That's the third thing I want to cover.
What is
Third
going
thing.
on?
New Japan Pro Wrestling. Anthony.
Yeah,
Well, we're all familiar with March Madness, right?
yeah, definitely.
So, New Japan Pro Wrestling. Basically, March Madness came early if you're a New Japan fan. Because if you look at the bracket for the New Japan Cup, you have it set up in 4 different sections. It's basically 32 stars in there. It's like the round of 32 in March Madness. And Donovan and I already made our predictions. And there's a lot in there. There's a lot of stars in there. Ibushi is in there. It's a big matchup you got right now. I think by far the biggest matchup you have right now is in the first round, Kota Ibushi is supposed to go one-on-one with Tetsuya Naito.
Ooh.
And that's just in the first round. So Okada's going to be in it. Tanahashi is in it. Chase Owens is in it. And the winner is going to face Jay White in Madison Square Garden at the G1 Supercard. So yeah. That's
Hill said he's pulling for Kota to win the New Japan Cup.
yeah, that's a good pick, but I have a theory on that. And
All right, before you drop the theory, I want to go ahead and push this these pictures for Ty Dillinger, or what is his name now? Sean Spears. So these are the this is the designs for Sean Spears' new shirts. The logo that you see here, he also has that in red, but for the sake of fitting pictures on the screen, I just went ahead with the white one. So this is what we're looking at here. Dog, I love this.
I do. It's like the maple leaf for Canada skull.
Yeah, and it's like he used that with a nice little inspiration from the Punisher at the same time.
It looks great.
So did y'all hear about before we get to your theory? Did y'all hear about what Cody Rhodes said about him about Sean Spears needed to find himself?
Yes.
Or something like that?
Yes. In fact, speaking of Sean Spears already has a booking. He's going to appear June 12th. Hang on, let me find it on Twitter. He's going to be... By the way, he changed his Twitter name. He's now Sean Spears on Twitter at Perfect10 with 10 at PERFEC, the number 10 with an N on the end of it.
Yeah, I think it's going to take a little more to change the handle though. I think it costs to change the handle.
He already changed it.
Oh, he did.
He's already got a new look too. He's rocking a mohawk now.
Oh yeah, he had the mohawk before he got released.
Live for Revenge. I already love his new gimmick.
Yeah. So I'm really happy about that. Go ahead with your theory. I want to hear your theory. I want to hear your theory.
All right. So here's my theory. Tetsuya Naito. We all know Tetsuya Naito, right?
Yes.
Tetsuya Naito, after successfully retaining the Intercontinental Championship from Tai Chi, he successfully retained it. So he's the current Intercontinental Champion in New Japan.
Mm-hmm.
He stated he wanted to do something, he wanted to make history. He wanted to do something impossible. He wanted to be the first to hold both Intercontinental and the World Heavyweight title at the same time.
Mm.
Yes. So here here's my theory. Bear with me. All right, bear with me. You guys with me?
Yes.
All right, here we go. Let me know if I lose you, and stop me if you have any questions. All right, so here's how this is going to go. Ibushi's not going to win Ibushi's not going to win the New Japan Cup. Okay, here's how it's going to go. Ibushi and Naito are going to have a phenomenal match, first round match. Ibushi's going to lose. Ibushi's going to lose to Naito. Naito is going to go through the cup, win the whole thing, beat Jay White at the G1 Supercard, hold the title, G1 Supercard through Dominion. Now, Dominion, I know that's a little hazy if you were like, well, Dominion, think how big the match is, he might lose. And you're right, but he's not. He's going to hold on the title the rest of the year, all the way up until Wrestle Kingdom.
Jesus.
I'm going to get to Wrestle Kingdom in a second. Kota Ibushi, however, with his newly signed New Japan contract, right? You all know the news that he just signed
Right.
with New Japan. He's going to take that, lose to the New Japan Cup. However, Ibushi is going to make history this year, though. You know how?
He's going to win the G1.
He's going to be the first man in New Japan history. Something Tanahashi, something Okada, Naito, something not even
Nakamura.
something not even AJ Styles did, something not even Nakamura, Shibata, any of those legendary names in New Japan. This he's going to do something none of them have ever done. And that is, he's going to be the only man, unless somebody else does it, unless Ospreay does it, or somebody else does it, he's going to be the only man in history to win the Best of Super Junior tournament, the New Japan Cup, and the G1 Climax. All the singles tournaments in New Japan, if Bushi's already won 2, he's going to win the G1 Climax this year, headline Wrestle Kingdom, and that's where he wins the belt, the big belt.
I like it.
That is my theory. That is my theory. Wrestle Kingdom 14, Bushi is going to main event the Wrestle Kingdom with Tetsuya Naito and come out as world champion.
Oh my gosh. Just that match already.
Exactly.
I love it.
You heard it here first.
What's up, Jamie?
That makes a lot of sense. And I will,
Any questions?
I have no questions. I actually like that one better than Kota Ibushi winning the New Japan Cup again.
To be honest, to be fair, but think about it. If Ibushi wins the New Japan Cup, what is he going to have to work for? Think about this. Last year at the G1, Ibushi got to the final of the G1 Climax against Hiroshi Tanahashi and lost. What better way? And think about this. In the last 2 times they have fought, Hiroshi Tanahashi has always beaten Kota Ibushi. Now, Ibushi has beaten Tanahashi, but in really big spots. How much I want to bet? Who wouldn't like to see Ibushi wins the G1, right?
Right.
When you win the G1, you get, when you win the case, you have to defend your case, I think, like twice. You defend your case like twice against certain people. So Ibushi wins the case, right?
Right.
And then his first match, or one of the matches he has on the road to Wrestle Kingdom, is he defends his case against Hiroshi Tanahashi, and finally beats his self-imposed mentor. Because he said he's stated on many occasions he looked at Tanahashi like a deity, like a god. Can you imagine? To get, in order to main event Wrestle Kingdom, he has to face his god and defeat him.
I like it.
Imagine that.
That writes itself right there. That is really good.
And not even the story. Can you imagine the match? Like, ever so much writing on this match. Ibushi trying to defend, trying to set himself that it's trying to separate the fact that I am no longer just some peasant. I am a
Fucking Facebook, man. I swear to God.
I'm the new God. Well, not even new God. Like, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying, right?
Right. I definitely see that. Jamie said it's raining cats and dogs in North Myrtle Beach. Well, dog, it's raining cats and dogs in Portsmouth.
Hey, Anthony, I got a question.
Yes.
I take that back. Yes, it is. Well, it's not raining cats and dogs, but it's raining.
Hello?
It was.
Hello?
Yeah.
Isaac, did you deliver? I want Anthony to hear that. I want you to tell Anthony what Sammy Callahan.
Oh, yeah. Oh, and Sammy Callahan has the OVW title in his house, and it's sitting on his toilet.
Oh, I saw that.
And I'm sorry, but Anthony, am I lying when I say he's still the best heel in the business?
Yeah, because Champ was not really a heel at the moment.
So, who doesn't love that theory? Do we have any comments on that theory, Anthony? Do we have any comments, questions, concerns?
No, I love it. I'm actually a huge fan of that theory, and I mean it makes that much sense, and it tells a bigger story at the same time. And I'm all about if you have a bigger story, I'm willing to wait to see a bigger story come to fruition.
Yeah, I'm sorry to cut in, but I'm like such a fan of Sammy Callahan. He's so fucking great.
Do we have any? Do we have any theories? Do we have any questions about my theory on a Castbox?
No, because Castbox has been glitching out today. It's been everything. Everything of mine is glitching. YouTube, Castbox, and worst of all, Facebook.
Okay. Well,
Oh no! Okay, here we go. Sorry. We do have a theory.
okay.
There is one thing that would make your theory
What?
personal perspective.
No, that is personal. I would like to see happen.
Yes, like your theory is sound, but like, how would you make it better? That's the question.
I like
How would
both
you make
seasons.
it
How would I make it? How would I make it better? All right. So,
With Isaac, you have to be specific because he actually literally like proceeds 1,000 things at once.
okay. So what I just said, that's my theory on what is actually going to happen or how they're going to book it. Because I just don't see. I think happen. Here's what I think happen. I think. Are we talking about Ibushi? How Ibushi gets to Wrestle Kingdom? Or are we talking about? What are we talking about exactly? Like the whole theory itself?
No, we're talking about like how would you book Ibushi's rise versus what you
Okay.
versus what you and I and everybody else knows is going to happen. How would you have it happen?
All right. I would have it. I actually wouldn't. All right. Here's how I would have it. I would go. I would want Ibushi to. All right. Honestly, here's how I would want to happen. Right. Honestly, I would want Naito. I would want Naito to get to the final. Not screw it up. Fuck that. Here's what I want. Tanahashi gets all the way to the final, right? He beats Naito. No. He beats Naito, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then Naito clear. Here's what I want to happen. Naito gets to the final. Wins. He wins. His first challenger is Tanahashi. After Naito wins the cup, he beats Jay White or whatever. Or either Tanahashi wins the cup, beats Jay White, wins his title back. At Dominion, Tanahashi faces Naito. Naito challenges Tanahashi at Dominion for the title. At Dominion, they have a classic fucking match of the year candidate that Dave Meltzer creams his pants over.
Perfectly put.
And then at at Dominion, Naito accomplishes his big main event victory of beating Tanahashi for the title, which is something he's never been. That's always eluded him. Like he's never been able. Well, saving the G1, but we're not talking about the G1. We're talking about in world title matches. Based on what I've seen and all this stuff I've read, Naito's never been able to get the big one over Tanahashi.
Right.
Ever. So he finally at Dominion, Naito succeeds. Tanahashi wins the belt from Tanahashi. It's a big belt, the heavyweight title belt. And he holds both Intercontinental and heavyweight at the same time.
Shout out to Tony White.
Ibushi just starts. He enters the G1 naturally, right? He enters the G1, and for the G1, he gets his shot. He gets his revenge shot at Ospreay, the Will Ospreay, but it's not for the never overweight title. Like Ospreay has already lost the title to Goto, or no, he loses the title to Taichi because Taichi lost his own shot to Goto. Yeah, Taichi deserves it. Would you agree, Donovan?
I literally just said that, so yeah, of course I agree. I love Taichi. I love that theme, by the way.
Yeah, he loses Ospreay loses his belt to Taichi. So at Dominion or Wrestling Otaku, either or, Ospreay gets his revenge shot at Ospreay. I mean, Ospreay gets his shot at Ibushi again. Ibushi and Ospreay go at it again. Yeah, go at it. Naturally, we tear the house down. Only Ibushi wins this time. And on that, Ospreay has already moved to heavyweight, and they're saying like, oh, whoever wins this will set themselves up for a future world title shot. And with that win, it sets them up for one. You know what I'm saying?
And it'll be, as Christian would actually call it, an instant classic.
It will be. It will be. It will be. Because, no offense, as good as it was, I feel like we all kind of got robbed at Wrestle Kingdom.
Well,
Not because it was bad, but we can foresee happen.
Ibushi is the GOAT. You know it's going to happen.
Yeah. So he finally beats Ospreay, and then well, actually they'll be tied. So then G1 time rolls around, and he struggles through the G1. Well, naturally he's going to win it, but he gets to the final. In the rematch of the final from last year, he beats Tanahashi in the final. So, what that does, all of this on Marcus Lee, great booking. He beats Tanahashi in the final in a rematch of last year. Only Ibushi wins. And then in the case, defending the case, one of the opponents he defends it against, is Ospreay in a rubber match from Wrestle Kingdom between Wrestle Kingdom and the G1. For dexterity's sake, we're going to say they have their Wrestle Kingdom rematch at Dominion. That's also singles match at Dominion. And Ibushi wins. Ibushi gets the win at Dominion. And then after, was it Destruction? Yeah, Destruction is like the first thing after the G1, isn't it? Yeah, Destruction. Ibushi defends the case against Ospreay and retains it. And then he defends it against one more person. In the final match before Wrestle Kingdom, you hear Naito has in that tag match they have Naito, and we're gonna say Naito and we're gonna say Sonata. Naito and Sonata. Well, no, that's not a good one. Let's say Naito and Naito and Hiromu. There we go. Naito and Hiromu tag against. Well, no, Naito and Sonata tag against Kota Ibushi, and making his return to New Japan since Wrestle Kingdom, Kenny Omega. In December, the last New Japan match before Wrestle Kingdom, the Golden Lovers reunite to team up against Naito and Sonata in the final tag match for Wrestle Kingdom, at the final Road to Tokyo Dome show before Wrestle Kingdom. And at Wrestle Kingdom, Naito and Ibushi main event tear the absolute roof off the place in 40 minutes. Okay, that's too much. Now I'm reaching. Screw it. I'll reach. 40 minutes. They go 40 minutes in a classic, an absolute classic. And then in his corner, when he wins, he's finally going to win it.
Mm-hmm.
And then when he wins, when Ibushi wins, 3 people come out. Kenny Omega and the Golden Elite show up. The Bucks and Kenny Omega come out there and celebrate with Ibushi because they're the Golden Elite.
So do you think this is where they announced the whole partnership with New Japan?
Say what?
Do you think that they announced the partnership with New Japan here, or do they already have it announced?
Let's say they announced that before. Let's say they announced that Dominion.
Okay. Hey, not to interrupt you, but I need to go ahead and ask you this question real quick. Do y'all know what Jay White's middle name is?
I don't. What is it?
Brony.
Brony?
Yeah.
How do you like that?
Huh?
What'd you say it was?
Brony.
Brony.
That's funny.
Get it? Jay Rony? Yo, Jamie said that. So if you want to get mad at Jamie. He's the one that came up with it.
Well, I am sorry. I'm sorry, guys. I was tuning out because for some reason my phone's playing Tai Chi's custom theme in the background.
So I think I need to tell Breon that joke as well. I'm gonna hold that joke for Tuesday just to tell Breon.
So what do you guys think? That's a personal perspective.
The fans love it. Somebody, Savage Army Man says you always love to hear it.
Yeah. Do we have any questions? Is anybody confused?
Somebody has a question, but I don't think it's about that. It's not about that.
Okay, then I don't want to hear it. Only question.
Hill said that Cody's gonna win it because he's gunning for the title. I don't know. I like the wait and then have him win it in 2020.
It's about you, Isaac. It's actually about you. So are Golden Warrior and Kota Ibushi going to team up on that fight referee? Your picking.
I'm trying to keep I'm keeping Ibushi. This is my new lease on life that I found. I'm trying to keep my distance. I don't want him to get caught up in what I got going on. So I'm just gonna leave it at that.
Well, somebody says, what are you going to do to that biased referee that's clearly on Ned's side?
Yeah.
Isaac.
Yes,
Not
Smith.
to interrupt. Anthony Aki, he was trying to call, talk to Isaac.
Does he have a computer?
I don't know.
If he doesn't have a computer, he can't get in because I'm on my computer and Lightstream only you can only like join call if you have a computer for Lightstream.
I'm sorry, Hill. Somebody has a question. You said Hill who?
Mine and Anthony friend, he'll call Michael.
He has a question for me.
Yeah, he was just talking about the whole Kota Ibushi thing.
Did he have a question, or you just want to?
He was just talking about Kota Ibushi thing. He's saying that Kota Ibushi is going to win the New Japan Cup and then lose to Jay White at G1 Supercard.
I mean, no, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying I don't want Kota to win it. Don't get me wrong. I'm just saying it would make for a way better story than to win the G1 because he's already won the New Japan Cup already.
Right.
You know?
Yeah, and not to mention that that's how New Japan's story tells. I mean, Isaac, somebody wants to know how do you feel about that biased referee teaming up with Nick?
Very fine. We're gonna burn him. I'll tell Midas, let's burn him.
All right. So what else I got to talk about?
One more thing. The Dark War is here. It's now. It's happening this week, this Friday on Impact. I hope you all made your peace with yourselves because the world is probably going to end.
It's okay. The Professor Russ is going to die soon, so don't worry.
Gold Card 16 says Rosemary, when it dies, Rosemary is going to go to the undead realm and bring it back.
Exactly. And not even a word.
I have my Dragon Balls gathered, so I'll be all right.
So this Friday, we're going to cover more of this on the report. So on this Friday is Rosemary Kira Hogan, aka Firefly. That's what Rosemary calls her. And Jordan Grace are going to team up against what? Rosemary, Jordan Grace, and Kira Hogan. They're going to team up against Dark Alley, Su Yung, and the Undead Maid of Honor.
That's not legal.
With James Joel at ringside. Here's the stipulation. Actually, I'm not sure what's mentioned. When I heard Dark War, I had a vision. I imagined final with Alicia. They said Dark War. Like I imagined Rosemary calling Matt and saying, "Hey, can we use the Hardy compound for like 30 minutes?"
I'm pretty sure she has something different for hers, but it's definitely sounding interesting to watch.
I know, and so basically, here's how it's gonna go. If Rosemary wins, they out. They get Dark Alley back, and I'm at Edinburgh. We'll go through against Full 7. So this is the demon from his soul, from his body, and has her soul back in it. Which is dope. I think it's exciting. And then, Rosemary loses. Rosemary has to join, loses her soul, and has no power to use. She has a soul. Rosemary joins King Joel, Allie, and that whole thing over there. Now, I have thought of both sides. I've imagined Rosemary losing, and I've also imagined Rosemary winning. But considering how they've been going with the storyline, it's kind of hard to see Rosemary not winning.
Right.
What if Rosemary loses, though, and becomes like Impact Demon Rosemary?
If Rosemary loses, either way, it's awesome. Either way it goes.
So you're not going to ride if Rosemary loses, Isaac?
No. Whatever way this goes, I'll enjoy the ride. I am.
I think that guy, I gotta give my son a pass.
Whichever way this goes, I'm gonna enjoy this ride.
I don't know how much longer you'll be up here.
I even have a tweet from the demon assassin herself. Susanna Freakin. She said, "This is what she had to say on the matter." Okay, here we go. Right, this is what she had to say on the matter. She said, "The stage is set, the players ready to assume the roles into which they have been cast. But this play has two very different endings. And should the wrong side prevail, it may very well mean the end of this timeline. Hashtag Dark War, hashtag Shadow versus Undeath, hashtag Impact. I'm stoked, guys.
I know you are. And if anybody is, I know it's you.
I wish. So, Jordan Grace. Here's another little funny side to this. Jordan Grace. If you look at the past episode of Impact, you'll see the segment where Rosemary was talking to Jordan Grace and Kira Hogan.
Mm-hmm.
Jordan Grace was standing there. She didn't say anything. Her facial expressions could tell a story. She said, "I didn't say anything because my face says it all. What Buffy episode am I in? What episode of Buffy am I in? Buffy the Vampire Slayer." So she was really just freaked out by the whole thing. So Rosemary responded to this by saying, "For you, sweet child, the series finale. Do not forget that we demand you wipe your hands of this dark war once the bunny is in their custody. With the final stroke of the false and the dust is settled, you walk away." So yeah. Also, Friday, March 2nd, which was yesterday was the anniversary of the match in reunion for the Knockouts Championship in 2017. If you didn't watch that match and the Busters Ball they had before that, you guys were really, really good matches in women's wrestling. Just saying that.
Did it main event?
Yes, they both did.
Good job. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, stupid guy. Women main event, and that's what's up. Yeah, I'm still mad about that.
Anyway, yeah, that's all I had. I mean, I'll give more speculation into. I'll break it down further on full report. Yeah, I'm hyped. I don't know if you can hear it on my voice, but I'm hyped for the New Japan Cup and for the Dark War.
Okay.
I'm stoked.
I see that Aleister Black is leaving NXT, so I mean, that's not surprising.
Yeah, we should all pray for his career.
Right. But I don't have much else to talk about. I mean, what else do we have before we go ahead and call it a night? Because my nose is killing me now, so I need to definitely run some tissue.
Ryusuke Japan Cup.
You said what?
David Finlay
Yeah.
got injured, and Ryusuke Taguchi is taking his place.
Oh Lord.
So, if I remember serving correctly, I think Taguchi's first opponent, if I can find the picture, I think he may not be in there that long.
I wouldn't be surprised.
This is going to be a very, by the way, also, I forgot to mention, how could I forget this? So, this week, actually on the 6th, it is the anniversary show for New Japan. Jushin Thunder Liger is taking on Taiji Ishimori for the heavyweight title, for the junior heavyweight title.
Mm-hmm.
Okada, Naito, Evil, and Sonata are taking on Okada, Tanahashi, and Goto in a 6-man tag. The junior Roppongi 3K is taking on Fuji and Shingo for the junior tag titles. And in the main event, she one-on-one with Will Ospreay in the main event. No titles on the line. So, crap! I had something else I forgot. Noah. I guess I got a little bit of news for Pro Wrestling Noah. They're getting rid of their green mat, the green canvas.
Oh man, I love that green canvas.
I know. Yeah, they're getting rid of it.
Why?
I don't know. I don't know. Actually, I'm gonna look it up.
I'm gonna go back. I'm probably gonna put on a Kenta match before I go to bed anyway.
By the way, Donovan, that you got you here. What's his name is going to replace Ryusuke Taguchi is going to replace the injured David Finlay in the bracket. Yeah, so he's not going to last long. Well, he's going up against Tenzan, so he's probably not going to last long. So yeah, that's how that's going. And then yeah, Pro Wrestling Noah. Yeah, I'm gonna look it up. Oh, that's the last thing I'm gonna look up. I just want to see why they're getting rid of it.
Man, I'm bummed out about that. The canvas being changed.
I can't remember what color.
Bring it in here. Brush your teeth. I hate the fact they're changing shit. I don't like it. You hate to see it.
Here, according to where is it? All right, here. I just found this on Reddit. It says today Noah said goodbye to the iconic green mat. The company will go through a rebranding and debut a new ring and logo on March 10th.
Ooh. Can it be orange?
And apparently there's gonna be no more green ring and no more streamers. That's a bummer.
Let it be orange.
Yes, it says Noah has needed a real shot in the arm for close to a decade now. Somebody said branding brings on some true momentum going into the new era.
They'll probably end up getting Kenta back soon. So.
Well, if they're changing the ring mat, let them change it to blue with the logo of some kind of stance on it.
So yeah, so
Anthony can appreciate that.
Yeah, because what's his name? Marufuji posted the picture of like all the stars in the ring for like the last time. So it's a shame. End of an era.
Sucks, man.
End of an era.
Make the canvas orange. Make the canvas orange. No, I'm joking. But I'm tired though.
Get this beef talking with Isaac anyway before we go. Nick, if you want to say you can.
Yeah. I'm trying to find this trying to see if I can find that Marufuji match with the World Heavyweight Champion while I'm here.
What the heck, man?
Love you, man.
All right, y'all want to do final thoughts real quick for the show, or?
Yeah, let's go.
All right, who wants to start us off?
I do it.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, my final thoughts to Mr. Wasan Booker. Sorry for your demos that you couldn't show up to mine and Aaron show on Friday. To back up your explanation about Kofi Kingston don't deserve a main event push.
The heck?
Well, that's how we're at. Good call.
Yeah, good talk.
He went straight into like T-Pain, like TR2D Pain 2. Nick. All right, finish. What were you saying? Because like you like kind of got like cut off by sounds.
It must be Facebook.
Pretty much.
My final thoughts, Mr. Wasan Booker. I do tell you that it be a no-show for Aaron. I wasn't trying to bully you. I just wanted to hear your side of the story. Why you said Kofi Kingston don't deserve a main event push, and your opinion why you say Kenny Omega is overhyping, overrated, and that's what I had to say.
Anything, Donovan?
He's got
Yeah, I gotta do some more talking after you leave. So go ahead.
Huh?
I gotta do some more after you leave. So go ahead.
Okay. Well, my final thoughts. Isaac, did you want to say anything before we leave Facebook?
Tune into the Dark War Friday. I'm probably going to do a live stream of it. I'll be at work. I'll figure out how to stream it on Twitch. And lose, so you can all see me lose my mind.
Oh, when are we going to do prediction? Saturday?
It's a pay-per-view Sunday, isn't it?
Yeah, next Sunday.
We'll figure it out.
Actually, we're doing it at 8 o'clock on. Be quiet. We're doing it at 8 o'clock on Friday because Breon is the gracious host for that.
Okay. So there you go.
So, if you can make an Anthony and that, that'd be great.
We'll see. I think I'm free. All right. My final thoughts are definitely relax, let things play out. Storylines work better when they're built longer, and long-term booking is something that WWE needs a lot more of. And I'm really hoping that they're gonna fulfill everything with the long-term booking. So just relax and everything. Peace, love. Drink water. Well, good night. Peace.